Welcome to my channel, where wild builds collide with stubborn ideas and way too many late-night garage sessions. This is my 2007 Lexus GX470. It's still stock for now. This is the finished project, and the results speak for themselves. The look and functionality add real character to the vehicle while staying practical for when it counts. I'm especially happy with the high lift jack placement. The bracket keeps it secure without touching the swing arm, and the jerry cans, they're right where they need to be. It's finally time for an upgrade, and holy moly, it starts with the tire carrier. I wanted something that not only looks dialed in with the rest of the rig, but also serves a real purpose, so I don't have to count on someone else when I'm stuck out in the valley. The base mounted to the truck frame is a 2x2 steel tube with a 3/16" wall thickness. Once the spare tire gets relocated to the rear carrier, the empty space under the truck, it's getting replaced with a secondary fuel tank. On my last trip, I had to rely on jerry cans strapped to the side. Barely made it to the gas station. This oscillating tool sliced through it like butter. I've used a Dremel before, but this tool is on a whole different level. The hinge came from a kit, but everything else straight out of my imagination and into the grinder. I put the hinge kit on the description. The main piece of steel that goes across is a 2x4 1/8" wall thickness. Later down the line, there will be the tire mount, 2 jerry cans, and a high lift jack. My goal is to mount the tire in the center and not off to the sides. As you can see, I've placed a 2x4 between the door and the steel to create some space. Since the rear door is open, I want to avoid it coming into contact with the carrier. Once everything was properly aligned, I welded the pin from the kit into position. There's a bit of play in the setup, so you need to account for that. Otherwise, it could make contact with the rear door. Here's a quick demonstration of how it works. As it opens, you'll see the pin engage with the first lock. You can then activate the secondary lock to open it even wider. Additional gussets have been added to eliminate flicks when sitting at the end of the swing arm. The latch system was fabricated by 4x4 Innovations. You can find it on their website. It comes with all the necessary hardware and is very well built. Even as more weight is added, the swing arm continues to open and close smoothly. Right now, the latch point is only tack welded. It will be fully welded later in the video. The tubing used here is 8" long 2x2 and 3/16" thick. The spare tire will be mounted in the center rather than on the passenger or driver's side. This is because I plan to make the swing arm modular. More on that later in the video. Here is showing you the gap between the bottom of the door and the swing arm, which is about a 1/4 inch gap, very close for a reason. Now I'm making jerry can holder mount, which is from a 1.5 inch wide angle, 3/16 inch thick for the back and the bottom to give it strength. I've added more flat bar towards the top and the front. This idea is from pictures on Pinterest that I found, where the top will be padlocked for the latch to keep it simple, and then a guard over the cap to prevent from falling or theft. The hinge I found laying around in my junk drawer was perfect for this setup. This water tank is from Wavian, made by the Australians. Bought it from Walmart. This style is perfect because the spigot is at the bottom and not the top, which eliminates the need for a pump. This jerry can mount is about 25 pounds, and with the additional 5 gallons totaling 70 pounds is pretty hefty for one. And there will be 2 of these, one on each side. This clip shows you the almost completed way of mounting the jerry can. It will be removable by 2 bolts and held by a 2x3 1/8 inch thick tube. Later, I want the setup to be able to hold the high lift jack, max track, additional jerry cans, or wood with the help of the cargo rack, which will be on top of the tire, shown on later video. I'm showing here with the additional weight, it is much more involved opening and closing the swing arm. You can see the wires are for license plate lights, backup camera, and the backup lights. The wires for those are just extended far enough to reach the new placement for it. The backup light might be just a floodlight. The floodlight is just going to be attached to the swing arm. This setup is still evolving, and there's more to come. I'll be testing it out on the trail soon, especially how it handles the weight and the modular design under real conditions. The backup and the license plate lights are still on the to-do list, but I'll be finishing those up soon. I love the way this build turned out. The cargo rack, while it appears to sit on the tire, is actually mounted behind the jerry cans. That smart placement adds extra storage room, which makes a big difference when traveling with the family. If you're building something similar or have questions, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts or suggestions. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for the next part where I show how the cargo rack ties it all together. See you on the trail.